Hey guys, it's Narelle here and welcome back to a new video. In a sense, this will be my December sketchbook update, but if I'm able to finish the sketchbook before December ends, then I'll just include it with that. But if I sadly don't finish the sketchbook anytime soon for this year, this would just be my December sketchbook update. So I actually got this sketchbook from JMI a while ago and I just have not used it, and since I ran out of my sketchbook paper, I'm like, I'm just gonna use it. And the only thing I don't like about this, all the pages fell out, so you are warned in advance. So I drew this way because I like the landscape way of drawing. So on the first page I just did a lot of sketches of Rohei because I feel like I haven't really drawn him a lot, so I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna do a sketch dump of him because I miss him. So right here is actually a sketch of Aiko wearing the shirt #original because that's vent art, and I'm not going to go on a rant about that because that is not what this video is for. Then I drew Rohei twice and I didn't like it, so I stopped, and then I drew Naru mad because again, vent art. So yes, so here's actually a sketch of Staz from Blood Lad because my sister gave me some recyclable pens and I really wanted to test out the ink, so that is what I did with them, and I really like them. The only downside is that the ink blotches because they're ballpoint pens, but other than that, they're cool. And then I tried to draw Nara, but I just lost interest. And here is Papa Nitro because I don't draw him a lot, so I'm like, I'm gonna draw Papa Nitro. So my sister's best friend actually gave me woodless coloring pencils, and this is me testing them on this paper. I don't really like them on this paper because it makes them feel pencil-like when they don't feel that way. So here's my character Iora, and this is how he actually looks like. So it's a cool concept that he can't look at himself in a mirror because you will see who he truly is. So that is cool. So here is now actually recommending you guys 2 CDs that he really likes. I kind of didn't finish the CDs because I haven't came up with 2 bands that he really loves, so I will work on that in the future. And here's actually a very emotional drawing of Reo and Chisana, who is Chio's mom, because when Reo first was when he first was what's the word, when he got hired by her, he kind of, the things he does is not nice, is very, very harsh things just for the fact that he wants to get Chio back, and Chisana doesn't treat him all the best, and she kind of uses him for her own personal gain. And Reo kind of figures out, hey, this will not make Chio happy, I know it's not. And he's just like, Chisana, you know, you really need to rethink yourself because you're not a good mother if you are willing to hurt your child. So she got offended and she slapped him really hard, and she's like, how dare you insult my ways, a mothership, and you better stay in your place because you know you're not above me, so stay like a dog you are. And he's actually crying in this because as much as he wants to haul off at her, he can't do that or else he can't get Chio back. So he's like, yes, my lady. So it's a very, very sad relationship Reo has with Chio's mom, but he gets through it. So this is when I decided to draw now as a 20-year-old because babies grow, and I'm like, I gotta make him older. So he loses his man bun and he looks like this. Ooh, I burped. I'm sorry. He looks like this, and I'm loving it. And this is him getting dressed, and Chio pops in the bathroom, and he's like, Mom, what are you doing? And that's a failed face, and there's Naru eating some dumplings because he's like, really? I'm not attractive anymore? Because a lot of you guys love Rohei and stuff, so I was like, I wanted to make a funny image of Naru being upset because when I first started off my YouTube channel, everyone fangirled over Naru, and now that I made all my other characters, he kind of got left behind. So poor baby. So here's actually a funny sketch of Naru Naru and Chio kissing, because when now it's kind of like a kid, it's hard for parents to kiss each other without their kids seeing them. And Naru's like, Chio, we have to find a way to kiss each other or just, you know, love each other without him seeing us. So they actually tiptoe around their house and just go in places that now shouldn't know where to get to. But unfortunately, he does catches them when they're doing this. I just didn't feel like drawing him in the background because I'm like, I'm not doing perspective today. Before I actually flip the page over, I'm just gonna say, if you do not like spoilers, especially fairy tale spoilers, I would recommend you guys skip the next page because it's a spoiler. Like, if you're not at the Tartarus arc, you might want to skip it because it's a spoiler. So I am sorry for you guys in advance. So like I said, I'm finally watching the Tartarus arc of Fairy Tail with my brother, and I love how Wendy grew up as a person in this arc. Like, this arc has all the feels, man. So I'm like, I'm gonna draw Wendy how she was introduced, and then on the side I drew her after she kind of overcame that tough obstacle that her and Carla had to go through. So she does end up cutting her hair in that point, and I think she looks like babe material. I love this. I wanted to post this one instead of this one on my Instagram, but I'm like, it's a spoiler for whoever's not at the Tartarus arc of Fairy Tail, so I'm like, I gotta keep it to myself. But yeah. So, here is now recommending another CD, and I kind of already chose a band that he really likes. I can't really read it, but yeah. So then, this is when the Squig Digs finally got back together, and everyone's hyping them up now. So here is my character, Crispy Samchi, if he's in Seme mode, because Crispy Samchi, I think we're going to make him either or, like he could be a Seme or a Uke. Either or, but if he's in Seme mode, this is how he's gonna look like. And I imagine him getting this condom out of Igor's backpack, because Choco has it where Igor has every necessity ever in his backpack. So Crispy kind of walks in the night and steals it out of his backpack and just like, okay, we're going to get it on now. So I really love that. And here is a ship between my character Crispy and Suchi-kun's character Blake, and their ship name is Cake, and I think that is so cute. So here is Crispy trying to play the keyboard, and Blake is kind of giving him pointers on how he can improve his skills by listening to certain notes on Blake's guitar. I think he's guitar. So I think I'm just going to make it that dynamic where they just kind of help each other in music, and then they just do cute stuff during their practices. So I just think that is so cool. And this is all the ship names. So you have Booger, which is the ship of the Sue's character Bob and Choco's character Igor. You have Cake, which is Crispy and Blake. Then you have Rake, which is Blake and Nautica's character Rufus. Then you have Seagor, I think, and that's a ship between Crispy and Choco's character Igor. And then you have Blob, which is the ship of Blake and Bob, which I think is adorable. So yeah, Squig Digs, I hope you guys are excited to see them, because we have been spamming pictures of them, so you will see a lot of them in my friends updates. So this is actually a picture of Zero from Kurohime that I redrew actually, and I just kind of lost the inspiration to actually finish it. But let me know if you would like to see this finished, because I would do it. It's just that I really haven't been in the mood of drawing anything and or finishing anything at that fact. So yeah. So here's just some unfinished doodles. So here's actually the introduction of Crispy Samchi. I'm not going to get into detail about what is what, so I'm just going to scroll down so you guys can see it. And my favorite thing about this is his catchphrase, which is, being sexy is easy. but being sexual takes effort, and he yawns because he's really lazy. So yes. And here's a marker doodle I did of Rohei pointing up to the earth, because I really feel like this world needs to be a better place than what it is right now. So maybe I'll make up a rap song that Rohei wrote about the world needing to change and all that. So yes. And I really don't recommend markers for this paper because it goes straight on through, and I think this paper killed my markers because they're starting to go dead and I'm crying on the inside. So here's actually a quick doodle of Rayo kind of throwing dice because I missed him. So I'm like, yes. So here's an unfinished doodle, drawing of Cat Noir from Miraculous Ladybug. I really wanted just to test out watercolor on this. And honestly, guys, this whole picture, believe it or not, is done with these cheapo watercolors. I've been using those ever since my cheap art supply challenge. And I still have them. Like, watercolors last a very long time. So, I really like how this is turning out. So maybe this will be finished in my next update. So this is when I kind of got crazy with those Collie Rays pencils I got from my sister's best friend. So here is Hiroki in Rohei's clothes, and here is Rohei and Hiroki celebrating Christmas, and this is the squad. I wanted to post this, but I'm like, I post too much. So there's Rohei, there's Nick, there's Aiko, and there's Hiroki. I kind of feel like Hiroki and Aiko would be best friends, and Nick and Rohei are just Nick and Rohei. So yeah, I really love this page. So yeah, this is just not a page, but I drew Now board because I wanted to work with Now. So yes. So here's actually a art block page because I'm currently in art block and I don't know what to draw at the moment. So I just drew a girl with some mechanical wings and I really like that. Here's an ugly sketch of someone I don't know. And then I tried to draw Kyo and Miss Yuya from Samurai Deeper Kyo because that show was amazing. I'm going to rewatch it because I don't remember it all too well. I just remember watching it on Encore Wham and I cannot wait. So I'm gonna do a better fan art of them because they are a couple in the show and I just think they're so cute. So yes. So here's a sketch of Renosuke from the pet girl of Sakura So because he's legit my favorite character. I love him. And the weird thing about it is with the characters from the pet girl of Sakura So, each one of them you will connect with. If it's not one, it's the other. And I really connect with him. And I just thought it was so cute in one of the episodes that they made him dress up as a maid. So I'm like, yes. And this was colored with those markers as well. And I really love how the coloring turned out, because I was afraid I was going to mess up the apron, but I actually really like how I did the marker work. So yay. So here's just a really quick sketch of Rohei as a practice because I just didn't know what to draw. And then I drew Yurio from Yuri on Ice, and today's Wednesday. The new episode should be out. I cannot wait. Yuri on Ice. I can't wait. This show has me fangirling for days. But you can see that my markers are dying because they have become really streaky, and when I got them they were not that streaky. So yes. So then I got back into drawing Naru and Neru and how they first looked when I made them. So that is Naru, how he originally looked when he was drawn, and I like it and then I don't because I really didn't like the stereotypical demon look he had. And then I drew Neru as the personality I gave him when he first came out. Basically, he was a jerk. He was not a nice person. He was very selfish with Naru and he limited his freedom, basically. So this is him being like, you're not going outside today, and that's final, younger brother. So yeah. So I actually made a mouse, OC. Yee! And I did ask Terry if I could make this character because mouses are her thing. Mouses isn't a word, it's mice. Mice is her thing, and I really wanted to make sure it was okay with her, and she was like, yeah, go ahead, I don't care. So his name is Russell, and he's a street performer, and he juggles for a living. So this is him, and he has buck teeth. I don't think you can see it that well, and I burped again. I'm sorry, but yep. That's Russell, and this is him practicing juggling because he's not good at it. He's somewhat decent at it, but he's not the best. And this is him as a kid trying to learn how to do it. And he's like, oh, I messed up again because all the balls ended up on top of his head. But that's Russell, so hopefully you will see a lot more of him because I actually really like him. It's fun drawing him because I haven't done an anthropomorphic character, so it's new. But yes, I will talk more about him when I fully develop his concept. So this is just an Aiko Kohori page. So this is Aiko trying to eat a sandwich, and Kahori makes her feel bad. Like, Kahori is very egotistical, and she's like, Aiko, you're ugly, you have nothing to offer to anybody. So Aiko really does get hurt by that. So that's why she's like, it's just a burger, why can I not eat it? And it's just that Kahori just makes her feel oh so bad for herself. And then I wanted to draw her and Kahori fighting, but I'm like, that just makes her it makes Aiko look like she's lecturing her. So I'm like, what if I actually got physical with them? And I really liked it. And guys, the fight actually does kind of get bloody because Aiko defends what she stands up for. And if you hit that button of hers, she will haul off on you. And that is what she did with Kahori. So Nick had to kind of take Aiko away from Kahori because it would have gotten bad if Nick didn't catch him at that time. So here's actually a sketch of Nick with his sister Nicole, and they're basically listening to her rap music and kind of figuring out what songs they're going to use for her album. And this is actually a random doodle I did while talking to Mama Cupcake because, again, I was in art block and I didn't know what to draw, so I drew this. So here's actually a drawing of Kasetu, which is the ship of my character Neru and Mama's character Cassie. And this isn't finished, so you will see that in my new update as well, if I get to it. And I think this is it. Yep, this is it. So, I recently went back and listened to all my old music that I liked in like 2008-9. And I came across this band called Your Last Diary. And I honestly think the vocalist is Bae material. She is beautiful. I love her. And I decided to draw her because she cut her hair recently. And I'm like, yes. So that is what I did. I don't like the legs, but other than that, I like it. And then I ended this off with a sketch of Monta and Senna from Ice Shield 21 because I like in the show that they're called the midget duo or something like that because they are the shortest people in the football team. So in one of the episodes, I think it was when they were facing off against the Nagas, Shirunji Nagas, or the water team, I can't remember their name, and one of the people were just like, hey, you're not tall, so you really don't have a advantage over us because the rival team was made out of tall people. And they're just like, no, we're going to show them that short people can be strong. And they made the move, the devil bat dive, which is where they jump up and they just dive down. And they actually made a touchdown the first time they made that move. And I'm like, yes. So I love them too. They're such cute friends. I don't ship them because I just would find that weird. But yes, so that is it with this sketchbook. I'm so upset that it basically came apart, but I like the fact that I can just move the pages around and just see what I liked and what I need to improve on. So yes, so guys, tell me what you liked in this sketchbook. Tell me what was your favorite page, or if you have a favorite sketch, lay it down in the comment section below, and I will see you in a new video. So bye guys.